Hey everybody, welcome back to Traditions Homestead. My name is Kevin. Well, today we're going to go see how much the pigs weigh. We're going to see if they're growing at the rate that we're hoping for. And then we're also going to go over to our quail area. I'm actually switching them to a new part of the barn, and we're going to thin out some of the males. We're going to put the males in one cage and the females in another, except we're going to leave just one male in with the females. I'm hoping that that will get our production of eggs up so we can get on to incubating some of them and getting more quail here on the homestead. So let's go check out the pigs. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys something funny on the way down to the pigs. We're going to stop and look at their old pen where we raised them when they were babies. I got something funny to show you guys. You guys remember all summer long we've been feeding them our excess cucumbers out of the garden? Well, now that they're out of this pen is just filled with cucumber plants. I don't know if they'll produce it all this fall, but we've got quite a cucumber garden started in their pen. So now that I'm in here looking closer, it actually looks like there are cucumber plants, a lot of them, and there's also like a couple hundred tomato plants growing in here. Maybe we'll get a good fall garden just out of this pig pen. There's also quite a bit of corn growing, but I doubt that'll do a whole lot. But hey, it'll be interesting to see what all these other plants do. I mean, there must be a couple hundred tomato plants growing. We'll see what they do by this fall. I'll keep you guys up to date. This pen's just going to stay empty now that the pigs are gone. So, hey, let's see what happens. All right, let's go down to their new pen and weigh them and see how fast they're growing. So I've been having a problem with their food inside of their feeder getting so wet, and I couldn't tell if it was from rain or what was going on. So I moved their feeder farther away from their waterer yesterday, and that seems like it solved the problem. I think they were taking mouthfuls of water over to their feeder and then eating out of the feeder while they still had a big mouthful of water. So this seems to be solving the problem. Their food's nice and dry today. So I've got my handy dandy rope, and we're going to go try to weigh these pigs and see how much they weigh. Alright, we'll start with the biggest one. Ears to tail. 37. Right behind the front legs. 33, 37, and 33. Let's figure out what that is in weight. So at those measurements, it looks like this first pig is just a little bit over 100 pounds. So I'm going to go for this one here, which looks like the smallest one next. 83 pounds. So it looks like the small one is about 85, 83 pounds, and the big one's a little over 100. So I think they're making good progress. I'll have to go back and see what they were last time I weighed them. I think when the weather starts to cool down a little bit, they'll pick up quite a bit. Right now it's just so warm that I don't feel like they're eating quite as much as I would like them to. So, but hey, we're looking at hopefully fall starting here sometime soon, and then we'll be putting some real weight on them. So, all right, let's go back up by the quail and see how they're doing. So it occurred to me a couple days ago that we're going to be getting another batch of Cornish cross chickens delivered the first week in September. And the room that I currently have our quail in is really our brooding room for the chickens. So I've decided to move all of our quail to this kind of other room on that barn. We call this our chicken barn. It's a barn that's divided into 3 separate rooms. We always use one as a brooding room. One is our permanent chicken coop where our laying hens are. And then there's the center room, which normally we just use for storage. But I've kind of cleaned it up, made it usable so that we can now raise the quail in here. So I've already moved their LED light in here, which is on the timer, so that they're getting 14 hours of light every day. I moved 2 more cages in here so that we can separate the males and the females today, and then you know, just a full setup of everything that I'll need. Now the one thing that I'm not moving right now is the automatic waterer. If you saw the video I did about a week or so ago of building the automatic waterer for them, I told you I'd give you some updates on how it was working. I really don't think it's working well. The type of water, or the type of nipples that I bought for it, just don't seem to be letting out enough water for the quail. So I've ordered something different, and I'm going to redo it next week after I get the other type of, it's a little cup system, and I think that that will be a lot better. So for now I'm not going to move that over here, but I will in about a week or so. So for now we're going back to just normal mason jar waterers. So let's go over to where the quail are currently, and we'll start looking through them. I'm planning on putting the females here and the males here. Now we only have 7 quail. The plan is I'm going to put one male over here with the females, and we'll put the rest of the males over here. I've kind of looked a little bit, and I think we have 4 females and 3 males. One of our males died last week, and I'm pretty sure that that was because of the water issue. So I feel kind of bad that water wasn't working correctly. That's why I've ordered something new. So let's go over and take a look, and we'll bring them over one at a time and see how many of each we have. Now right now we're only getting about 1 egg a day, and that, I'm hoping when we get some of these males out of here, there will be a lot less stress on the females, and that we will get more eggs, that more of them will start to lay. But they are young, they've just started laying about a week ago. So this is a female, and the way that you can tell this is a female is the females have a speckled breast all the way up. You can see the speckled pattern here on her breast, and that goes all the way up. So that is a female. So let's take her over and put her in the new cage. Alright, so here is a male, and you can see the difference. The males have a reddish breast. They don't have that speckled pattern on the breast. Now you can see that it looks like these guys have been fighting as well. A lot of times if there's feathers pulled out on the back of the neck, it's because it's a female and they've been mating. But in this case, I'm pretty sure this is because they were fighting, because this is definitely a male based on how he looks. So we'll take him over and put him in the male cage. So for now, I'm not going to cull or butcher any of the males. I'm going to keep all of the males because, like I said, we only have 3 males and 4 females. And on the off chance that one of the males dies or 2 of the males die before we can start incubating, I want to make sure we have a backup male. So for now, we're just going to keep the males separate, except for the one that's in with the females. So I'm going to finish going through them all, and then we'll see what we end up with. Alright, so just as I suspected, we did have 3 males and 4 females. So I put all of the females and the largest male over in this cage, and then I put the 2 extra males over in this cage. I still need to bring the water and things from the old cage over here. And so we'll see if this makes a difference with the amount of eggs that these start to lay. If when they're a little less stressed out or there's not as many males chasing them around, maybe they'll start laying a little bit better. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully our production will start, because I really want to start getting some in the incubator in the next week or so, and so we can start ramping up production. I'm hoping down the road to add 1 more cage in here, and then we'll have, like our breeder cage and then 2 grow out cages. So I'm excited. I'm excited that we're getting to the point where they're starting to lay some eggs, and we'll be able to have some quail for dinner one of these nights soon. Alright, so let's head inside. We've got a surprise that you guys are telling us we need to try, so we're trying it tonight. So you guys have been telling us that we need to try fried green tomatoes, so tonight we're going to try them. If you watched the video that Sarah did yesterday about how to make salsa verde out of green tomatoes, I made sure that she left some of the green tomatoes in the fridge so that we could try these tonight. So tonight is the first time our family is going to try fried green tomatoes. All right, so this is going to be our very first test. Now remember, Samantha and I love tomatoes, but Sarah and Grace, they don't really like tomatoes. So I don't know. I don't have any idea how this is going to be. So let's give it a try. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of sour. It's kind of sour.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Some Parmesan cheese on here? Yeah.
It's actually really good. I like the sour with the the saltiness and the.
I like it.
That's really good.
I definitely like the crunchy part.
Yeah. Well, I'd say once again, you guys did not steer us wrong. I'm really excited to have another thing to do with green tomatoes because it seems like every year, especially at the end of the year, we end up with a lot of extras. Which is great for the salsa Sarah makes, but this is nice too.
This is nice.
These and some fried okra would be great. Well, that's it, guys. It's a winner. Thank you so much for telling us that we need to try it. Hey, if this is your first time visiting our homestead, I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button before you leave. For those of you who, first of all, convinced us to try these and come back and watch us 5 days a week, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you. Don't forget to share this on all of your social media. And until next time, thanks for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.
God bless.